Good morning, guys. I'm hoping you can see the screen okay. I am going to show you how to do two new memos this morning. You should have done the model memo in the last class. If you haven't had a chance to finish that, you'll get a little bit of time to work on that today. So let me open up Word. I want you to remember everything you do for me, you should put your name in the header. So double click on the header and put your name. You should be using a size 12. And you can use either Calibri or Times New Roman or Arial. Those are the three fonts that you're allowed to use. And I give you specific fonts because I have to measure what you're doing and look at it to see if it's right. And I need it to be those fonts so that it fits where it's supposed to fit. Now, I want to remind you with memos, our margins are 2-inch top margin, 1-inch side, and 1-inch bottom. So we go to page layout, we go to margins. If you did this last time, all you have to do is click here. If you were absent in the last class, then you go to custom margins. You say 2 for the top inch. All the other ones are already set. You never change your gutter positions. That's for things like newsletters, and we're not doing that yet. And then say OK. And you notice how the cursor moved down. Very good. Now, the first one you're going to do is ergonomics. And I want to point out that your final is not going to look just like let me pull one up and show you what it's going to look like. Okay. This will just make it easier for you since I'm not there to show it to you. Lots of things to click on today. All right, so the first one I'm going to show is ergonomics. This one is your key. This one is the one that you're going to see, and this is the actual key. Now, you don't get this part. That's just for Miss Dudley to know that she's got a key. But notice how over here the to, from, date, and subject is not bolded, and it is over here on the final. Okay? I need you to remember that these 4 words get bolded, and we use our tab key. If I put my thing on, you can see that there's a tab key. Now, yours won't have these markers here. That's because I did a title. Yours will start right at the 2-inch mark. But see how I had to hit tab twice here and only once here? Let me turn that off. Make sure when it says your name over here that you're putting your name. And the date for my A day is November 3rd, and for my B day is November the 4th. Remember down here for your typist initials that it's lowercase, so you may have to insert your cursor in the middle, backspace, and make it lowercase. So again, you've double-spaced your heading words. You have single-spaced your paragraphs and double-spaced between them. Now this one, remember you're returning your master copies to Ms. Dudley so she can reuse them. I'm going to show you another one that you're going to work on today as well, and this is called the final memo. Let me open this one up. All right, this is what your sample looks like, and this is what the finished product looks like, minus the yellow label that I did for Miss Dudley. Again, remember you've got the to, from, date, and subject in bold. See where it has 5th? All you do is type 5th, and when you hit the space bar, it makes it the small th. Again, you have the letters. Now, what I need to show you today is how to do these. These are called bullet points, okay? Right here, you'll notice there's a double space between the paragraph and the bullet points, and again here, there's a double space between the paragraphs and the bullet points. So let me go back to my blank document, and we're going to work on this one. I want to show you some differences, okay? You set up all your memos the same way. You have a 2-inch top margin, 1-inch sides and bottom. So we do, from our home menu, we know we need bold, and we need our caps lock, 2, tab, take the bold off, take the caps lock off, 2/5, so I type 5th, and see how it goes up when I hit the space bar? Period, students. Make sure if you have a mistake like this, you can either right click and correct it, or you can just click on it and correct it. But make sure when you have initial caps that you use initial caps. I'm set to single space, so I have to enter key twice. Put my bold on, put my caps lock on, do from. And I know that the key doesn't have these 4 words in bold. What they do on the keys is they bold instructions. So all these little instructions, the DS and the things in the boxes and the instructions at the top, you don't type that. That's just there to help you, okay? All right. From Miss Lambert, and then caps on, bold on, date. And I want to show you a little trick I don't think I showed you in the last class. When I start typing my date, see how, well, let's do a little bit more. November. When I type, okay, there it goes. See how it says November 3rd? All I got to do is press enter and it'll fill it in for me. Okay, now you have to watch it because if you typed too far and you do it, it might add an extra space or something, but that's an automatic feature that'll do that for you. Okay, caps on, bold on, and subject, tab, and my subject is final exam. Now these are the last two memos you do. We're going to start on letters in the next class. So try to get all 3 memos completed today. If not, Ms. Dudley will let me know so I know where to go with you for Wednesday's class. Wednesday's a short schedule, so if you haven't finished things today, we'll finish them up. So let's just throw some random letters in here and call this our paragraph. La, 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 la. Here we go. All right, if I add a space in here, there we go. There we go, that looks a little better. All right, now I double space after my paragraph. And to do bullet points from the home tab, you have bullet points here. So I can just hit the dot, or if I want new ones, I can come up here where it says define bullet points. And I can go and choose the ones I want. You've got several different symbols here. I like webdings and wingdings. Those are the most fun ones. So let's go to wingdings 2. And you can scroll up and down. Pick one that you like. Or if you don't like these, try another one. Okay. I'm just showing you a few here. Let's say I want to do a smiley face. So I click on the smiley face. I say okay. And okay again. And now that smiley face becomes my bullet point. So I type my stuff. And you want all the bullet points to be the same. So please don't be changing the bullet points to several different things. Okay. So I'm typing my bullet points. When I'm finished with my bullet points, I hit enter. I have to hit it again to tell it to turn off the bullet points and then hit it a 3rd time to get my double space. So I'm hitting enter 3 times, 1 to turn off the bullet points and 2 to get my double space. And then I type. Now, when I'm grading this, I'm going to be looking to see, did you do a double space here? Did you do a double space here? And is this paragraph starting over here on this column? Okay, if not, you're going to need to backspace or whatever you need to do to get that. When you're done, you double space, and again, your initials. Remember when you press the space bar, this turns to a capital, so insert, and there's your lowercase letters. So they're basically, all 3 memos are set up the same. They're different lengths. Your paragraphs are single spaced within and double spaced between. Your header words are all caps and bold and double spaced between. And then your typist initials are lowercase, no spaces, no punctuation. So the new thing that you learned today was your bullet points. And I'll let you use whatever bullet points you want as long as it's school appropriate. Make sure they're all the same. Save this one as final memo, save the other one as ergonomics, and then you're going to upload it to Google Classroom for me to grade. Thanks, and I'll see you on Thursday.